All right, so thank you very much, everyone who is here. I really appreciate your taking time to join us today for this presentation. My name is Jeremiah Kendagor, and basically, my background is in banking. I have been a banker for the last almost 25 years, actually 28 working years, 25 of them in the banking sector. And the majority of that has been in the dealing room, basically dealing with currencies and so on. So I've been a trader, forex trader, both for the bank, and I've also traded for myself, trading foreign exchange and so on and so forth. So this is an area that I quite kind of know, and I've been involved in this particular area. But today I'm more excited about what I want to share today about the blockchain technology. And we are calling this the fourth revolution that is changing lives around the world. So that is something that I would want to share with us today. I want to welcome each one of you to this particular presentation. So for us to probably begin and also to let us be on the same picture of what we are talking about, we can look at the journey that money has come through over the ages, so that we can actually appreciate where this particular revolution is coming from, or what we are talking about today. We started with barter trade, and barter trade basically was the fact that we were exchanging goods for goods, and that was the best we could do those olden days when there was no form of currency that could help us to exchange goods much easily. All right, so barter trade was basically where you take a different type of good which you have and give it to somebody else in order to give you what they have that you need. All right. Then we came to the Industrial Revolution, which was around the 1700, 1800, basically when we were able to do manufacturing of goods and products and all these things that were manufactured. And during this time, it became untenable to do barter trade. So they are developed other forms of money. All right. And initially we had things like cowrie shells. Then we had metals like gold, silver, and so on. These coins were used as a form of currency. And the value of what you are exchanging was intrinsic or was inside the coin itself, that, whether it was a golden coin or a copper coin, a silver coin, and so on and so forth. And then, of course, we developed paper money, which was actually a derivative of the metals that we were using as a form of exchange. Then in the early 90s, okay, in the early 90s and the 2000, we came across the internet. Now the internet completely revolutionized how we do things as human beings. Up to today, we can see the impact that the internet has enabled us to achieve as human beings. I think today, one item that we now have come to rely on a lot is actually the internet. Whenever you want to know something that you don't know, provided you know the name, you can Google it, all right? In fact, today, the word Google is actually an English word, all right? It has actually been adopted as an English word. But how did it come about? It got derived from the internet. So the internet has influenced our life in almost actually every area. So we are talking about whether it is social life, politics, whether it's talking about academia, research, whether it's talking about how we communicate. And so even in money, the internet has completely penetrated this area and enabled us to send money with ease, either through SWIFT, electronic transfer methods, Western Union, and all these many electronic methods that we use to send money are all based on the internet. Then there's M-Pesa. Today we send money and receive money through M-Pesa. Did you know that that is actually using the internet protocol? All right, because telephony today uses the internet protocol to be able to pass information across, and so money, M-Pesa, is actually being passed through the computer protocol. So that is where the digital revolution has actually brought us to. But now, during the early 2000, okay, and 2009 and so on, we came across a technology called the blockchain. Now, this is now what we are referring to as the fourth revolution, because it has introduced a lot of things. In fact, today I was reading just an article about Eliud Kipchoge. We are proud here in Kenya. We have the fastest runners, okay? And Eliud Kipchoge is one of our top runners, marathon runners, renowned worldwide. All right, and he has now used the blockchain to be able to securitize and monetize his pictures that have to do with his running marathons and all that. And according to the article, he managed to sell those things through the blockchain for $37,000. That's about almost 4 million Kenya shillings, just by using the internet and selling pictures through the internet and through the blockchain. Now, so what is the blockchain? The blockchain, you can actually use the same internet to define to get the information of what a blockchain is, and this is what you can get if you type today what is blockchain technology. Within a fraction of a second, you will get this type of results. Okay, it could be more, it could be slightly different, but this is the main thrust of what the blockchain is. It defines the blockchain as a system of recording information in such a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. Now, that is the power of the blockchain technology. Now, if you are able to transact or to send an information from one computer to the other one in such a way that no one can compromise that information, no one can hack that information, and no parties involved in that particular transaction, in that particular record can cheat the system, then that is a powerful tool that can be applied in many areas where we need security, where we need assurance that that particular record is of a specific standard or believability for that matter. All right, so the blockchain is essentially a digital ledger of transactions that is duplicated and distributed across an entire network of computers, computer systems referred to as the blockchain. All right, so all these computers that are interlinked, first of all, contain that information, that ledger, those transactions, transactional records that are kept in these computers. And these records are distributed across the entire network of these computers, meaning that you cannot destroy any record. You can unplug as many computers out of this network as you will, but since you may not be able to destroy the whole network at once, because all these computers are distributed in different places. There are billions of these computers distributed all over the world that form part of the blockchain technology or the blockchain network. And the information is duplicated and distributed across the entire network. So you cannot destroy a record. So that means what? It actually means three things. And I want to define those three things. The first one is security. The second one is transparency, and the third one is decentralization. Now, I need to reemphasize these words because they are the underpinning revolution that the blockchain technology enables us to have. So the first thing is security. Whatever you transact on the blockchain is completely secure, completely secure. All right. Unlike any other record, even in the bank, some records can be misposted by a human being, by the cashier. Probably when they are typing a withdrawal that you make of 1,000, they can type 100, and that is an error that needs to be corrected, checked, and found out. All right. But in the blockchain technology, no other person comes in between you and the transaction that you are doing. So it's completely secure. The second thing is that it's completely transparent. All right. And the last one is that it is decentralized. So transparency means that this particular transaction can be viewed by as many people or by whoever would like to view that particular transaction. So it's completely transparent and anybody can scrutinize it. All right. And then it is decentralized, meaning that no single authority owns the blockchain. Now, that is the beautiful thing about it, because can you imagine if this thing was owned by somebody or some people or a group of people, it would mean that if they are dissatisfied with it, they could remove it at will. Now, what happens in the blockchain is that no one owns the blockchain. It is completely distributed across the whole world, and no one controls it. So no one has monopoly of what happens in the blockchain technology. So it gives the complete decentralization of this particular idea. Now, so as you realize, the blockchain technology can be applied in many areas in our life. For example, wherever we need a record, like land registry, like recording of medicine. Actually, it can be applied to so many places where we need assurance of those particular records. Another area that it can be used in a very secure way is in voting. All right. So registration of voters can be done on the blockchain and all that. But today I want to zero in and discuss a very important aspect, and that is the money. How blockchain technology has been applied to money. All right. And what has happened is that we have created what is called cryptocurrency. All right. That now are able to address or meet some of the challenges that we have, any problem that we have in society. So the first coin that was created is called Bitcoin. All right. And this was created in 2009. And it became a very important coin from that time going forward is because it addressed a problem that we had in society, especially at this particular time, and that is inflation. Now, what is inflation? Inflation is the fact that the money we have today, Kenya shilling, the US dollar, the pound, the euro, and all these currencies that we have lose value over time. And why do they lose value? Because we keep on printing this money. So whenever we like today, when we need to, a government needs more money, they just print money. They instruct central bank to print in more money. So that's what happens, and it creates inflation. All right, and this is world over. It's not only in one currency like Kenya shilling or the Uganda shilling or the Tanzania shilling or whatever currency that we are talking. It's worldwide. So all these coins, all these currencies we have lose value over time. So how did Bitcoin solve that problem? It solved the problem by limiting the amount of Bitcoins that would ever be produced. So Bitcoin will have a maximum number of 21 million coins only. There will be no more than 21 million Bitcoins. Now, and those 21 million Bitcoins, the majority, all of it will have been, will have come out by the year 2040. So between when it was launched in 2009 all the way to 2040, those 21 million coins will have come out. Currently, as we speak, approximately 19 million coins, 19 million Bitcoins have been are out in circulation. Unfortunately, also, is that about 4 million of them are permanently lost. Why are they lost? Because some of the people that owned them have either died without telling us where they kept them, or some people have forgotten their passwords. Now, what happens in cryptocurrency is that if you forget your password, that is it. You will never recover your coins. So that means from the 21 million that we are supposed to have, that number has actually been reduced to actually 17 million. All right, because it was supposed to be 21. 4 million are permanently lost. So there will only be 17 million Bitcoins that will ever be produced. Now, can you imagine 17 million that will be used by all the people in the world? And today we are more than 7 billion people. So that means somebody will only be able to get a small piece. Now, what happens with rich people who are able to buy so many of these coins at once? So what that makes Bitcoin to be is an asset or a store of value, because it has limited supply, demand is going up, so the value of Bitcoin will continue to go up every single day. Just like land, today the prices of land, plots, are going up every single day. Why are they going up? Because there is no additional land that gets created. The land we have is the same, but the number of human beings that are being born that need land are growing every day. So Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general will be going up in value every single day. So it only makes sense for you and me to start owning your piece of Bitcoins or cryptocurrency for that matter, because these are assets that will go up in value. Now, the second coin that I want to talk about is called Binance, all right? And why am I talking about Binance? Because it has come to solve another very important problem. And this problem is, how do the rest of us in the world take advantage of the blockchain technology? So somebody created a platform that enables you to deploy solutions that you want to bring to humanity using the blockchain technology. So whenever you have an idea that you would like to have it run on the blockchain, for example, I've mentioned a few things, like for example, land registry, like for example, voting. So if the government today would like those services to be deployed in the blockchain technology, which will solve a lot of issues like corruption, like misappropriation of property, like cheating, and so on in voting. If we want today to secure, so that nobody has to say we need the servers to be opened to see those Tarakaniti voters coming in, we can use Binance, our blockchain network, to actually create the program that is able to secure voting process, the voting process, all right? And that completely solves the issue of voter cheating, voter bribery, or whatever, all those things that happen during voting. So it is an open source that anyone who wants to bring a solution into our lives to use this particular platform. So what does that make Binance to be? A place where you can create what we refer to as decentralized digital applications. And therefore, Binance is now growing in terms of the community of blockchain users and blockchain products and solutions and services that you can access online, you can actually use the blockchain, the Binance network. All right. Now, so, and that's a huge topic. We can talk until tomorrow about what the blockchain technology is. But what I want to zero in today is just to tell you that this is the place where you need to be. This is actually the revolution that is happening right now. And why is that important for you and me to know? Because the value of this coin, according to World Economic Forum, that these coins will go up in value by as much as 300,000% in the next 7 years. Now, that is incredible. This is the time to get involved in cryptocurrency. In fact, according to Warren Buffett, this is ingenious, all right? And if you look at the adoption curve, and this is scientifically, this is actually, in fact, why I'm so excited about this particular thing is because of this particular curve, all right? Right now, as we speak, we are at the innovation stage where this particular star is. Why am I confident that this is where we are? Because today, if you go to the streets of Nairobi, or for that matter, anywhere in the world, 90% of the population do not know or understand about Bitcoin. All right. Today, if you ask your neighbor, most likely they don't have a Bitcoin. They don't have a cryptocurrency in their wallet. They don't even know why they need to have it. Why? Because we have just finished the innovation stage. So it is now the time that people are coming in. And what are the type of people that are coming in right now? It is what we call early adopters. Early adopters. In fact, probably, anyway, because of time, I may not be able to get into all this, but this is where we are right now with respect to the blockchain technology. If you talked about, for example, the internet technology, probably we are at the saturation stage. We are probably right now at the saturation stage. Why? Because we already have Google. We already have Facebook. We already have Amazon. We already have Alibaba. We already have Instagram. We already have all these applications that are already using the internet. For you to come up with a new program that uses the internet that will solve many issues or many things in society, it will take you a lot of thinking to come up with such a solution because we are already at the saturation stage. Now, with respect to Bitcoin, we are at the inception. We are just past innovation, getting into adoption stage. And this is where rapidly the prices of these currencies are going up rapidly. Now, for you to verify what I'm talking about, you can go to certain websites that give us information about cryptocurrency. And one of the areas that you can go is called Coin Market Cap. That's one place that you can get a lot of information about these cryptocurrencies. Now, one of the things that you will get in this website is the number of cryptocurrencies that have been created. And you will find that there are now more than 9,000 coins. Now, that is more than the countries we have in the world today. I don't know how many countries we have in the world today, but certainly they are not 9,000. They are much, much less. All right. So the cryptocurrencies that have been created are more than the physical, the different coins that we have, the Kenya shilling, the Uganda shilling, the Tanzania shilling, the South African rand, the Japanese yen, the euro, the pound, and all this. And guess what? Each one of these coins that have been enumerated here are liquid coins. What do I mean by liquid? You can buy them or sell them at the click of the button. All right. There are places where you can buy them and sell them at the click of the button. In fact, their market capitalization right now is just hitting $2 trillion. Yes, $2 trillion. By the way, a trillion, for your information, is a number with 12 digits. It's a number with 12 digits ahead of it. All right, not a billion. A billion is one with, I think, nine digits, and a million is one with 6 digits. A trillion has 12 digits. All right, and so it is a huge number. All right, $2 trillion worth of money, worth of wealth is right now sitting in cryptocurrency. And that is why you need to be right there where the money is flowing into right now. Of course, led by Bitcoin at almost $1.1 trillion as we speak. Now, of course, followed by Ethereum. And today I'm talking about this particular coin, number 3 right now, called Binance Coin, BNB. And probably just to give you further information, the richest man, Elon Musk, just spent $1.5 billion at the beginning of February in Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin worth $1.5 billion. All right. And that is amazing. Now, you can actually see here what I am talking about. This is the chart of Bitcoin. Now, you can see how it has been moving ever since 2014. This line at this point at the beginning here is 2014. This is 2015. This is 2016 up to 2017. All that way, the change in price of Bitcoin was very minimal. The changes were extremely minimal until 2017, when now people have realized Bitcoin is where we need to be. And you can actually see the movements of the currency since that time has been quite volatile. Why volatile? Because many people now are coming in. This is when the majority of the people are getting to acquire Bitcoin currency. Now, this is the coin that I am interested in to talk about today, Binance coin. And this is the chart again. And you can see it is following exactly the same route. And right now is the time of the takeoff. In fact, this is 2021 when it is taking off. So this is the right time for you and me to get involved in cryptocurrency, because this is the time the majority of the people are getting involved in cryptocurrency. Now, just to give you a perspective of what the worth of these particular coins, Ethereum, for example, can buy the whole of East Africa. Not only Kenya, it can buy Kenya, because Kenya's GDP is only 100 billion. But Ethereum can buy Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda, Burundi. All right, the whole of East Africa. So, and cryptocurrencies, all the cryptocurrencies can almost buy the whole of Africa, because it's almost hitting $2 trillion right now. And the wealth of Africa is only $2.3 trillion. Now, I can talk about this until tomorrow. What I want to focus on right now is how can you safely get involved in cryptocurrency without losing your money, and so on and so forth. And so I will start with the losing side first. How do you get involved in cryptocurrency without losing your money? So I will just mention in broad topics. All right, these are such broad topics that you probably might need to do more research on this. And so one area that you need to watch out are tokens. Okay, and what are tokens? Tokens are basically new coins that are yet to be launched in the market officially, and normally they are sold or pre-sold to early investors, hoping that when they hit the market, the prices will go up and people make money. Unfortunately, most of the coins do not gain in value, and sometimes you can lose a lot of money when you buy tokens. So that's an area you need to watch and do more research before you invest your money in tokens. Another area that used to be lucrative is mining. Now, cryptocurrency mining. I'm not talking about mining gold or silver, the metals that we know. This is mining of cryptocurrency. Now, it used to be lucrative some time back, but right now it is no longer lucrative for retail traders like you and me, because it has been taken over by multinational companies that have set up huge, huge corporations that do cryptocurrency mining, like Elon Musk and all these many rich people that are getting involved in this particular field. So this is an area that you probably might need also to watch carefully whether you are getting involved in that. The other area that you need to watch out are pyramid scams. And basically, these are return on investment programs that promise you return for your investment in their schemes and scams. And sometimes most of these return on investment programs could and sometimes are frauds. Okay, they tell you what they do not do. For example, they can tell you they are trading, but sometimes they don't trade. They just pay you using the new entrants, the money of the new entrants, and so on and so forth. So you need also to watch out in this field because it has too many pyramid scams that come in the name of return on investment. Now, where can you gain genuinely in this industry? Now, where you can gain genuinely in this industry is in what is called cryptocurrency trading the price. All right, as the prices are going up and down, you can actually trade the prices and make money. You buy low and sell high, or sell high and buy low as the market is moving up and down every single day. Now, the only thing that you need to do in order to be a profitable trader is to get proper education on how to do trading. You need to learn technical analysis. You need to learn fundamental analysis, and you need to learn sentimental analysis. You need to manage things called fear and greed. And also, you need to allocate time to trade. All right? I can tell you for free, it's time consuming. It is something that you need to study charts for long periods of time. In fact, most forex traders are not social people. They are people that spend hours and hours in front of the computer. Now, if you have that time of that amount of time to be able to look at charts, and I think during this time of COVID, probably this is an area that you can spend a few hours to learn how to trade foreign exchange. So if you have the proper education, the proper understanding of how to trade, then you can make money in forex trading. But without that kind of knowledge, I would tell you, don't try this at home. All right. In fact, 90% of forex traders actually lose money. The problem with forex trading is that it is addictive, worse than gambling. All right. In fact, somebody actually mused and said the difference between gambling and forex trading is that at least when you go to a gambling place, you are given a cup of tea. But in forex trading, you lose money alone in your own house. Okay, so this is an area that you need to approach with caution. Now, an area that is without question will make you a lot of money today is this one of buying and holding. All right, this one I don't have to belabor it. You buy Bitcoin, you buy cryptocurrency today and hold it over a period of time, you will become very wealthy. All right. Now, the only thing you need to know about buying and holding is that it is capital intensive. Today, if you want to buy only 10 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 10 coins, 10 Bitcoins, it would cost you not less than 60 million Kenya shillings. That is $600,000. $600,000. Now, that may not be very little money for an ordinary you and me. And then the other challenge is, how long do you need to hold this money, to hold these coins for you to benefit from the true value, the change in value? You need to hold those coins for not less than 5 years. For not less than 5 years. So buying and holding is capital intensive. So today I want to introduce to you the third way in which you can accumulate cryptocurrency without breaking the bank, without spending a fortune. All right, and you can still achieve the same result as buying and holding without breaking the bank. Now, this is the miraculous thing that the blockchain itself enables us to do. And that is something called a smart contract, a smart contract. So now what I need to do is to define what is a smart contract. Now, if you have done law, if you have gone to law school and learned about the law of contract, then you know what a contract is. Now, the difference between this smart contract that we are talking about here and the one that is described in law school is that this specific smart contract is actually a programming code. All right, a programming code is something that you program a computer to do a specific task, maybe to add two numbers together or to do something. All right, so that particular understanding, that particular program that does exactly that, all right, is referred to as a programming code. All right, now, so a smart contract is a programming code that is self-operating. It is placed directly on the blockchain and it can never be hacked or stopped. No one can corrupt it once it has been placed on the blockchain. In fact, once it is deployed on the blockchain, it can never be changed. That means you cannot add a comma or a full stop once it has been deployed on the blockchain. This means that it does not require an administrator to run it or even a company. All right, it doesn't require a company, it doesn't require an administrator to run it. It runs on its own and does exactly what it is programmed to do. And by the way, this is a standard definition that you can get anywhere. And I would ask you to look at a website called Investopedia. And Investopedia has all the information about anything investment. If you want to learn any terminology that regards money and investment, and in fact, for that matter, cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? What is Bitcoin? When was it created? What is it? And all that. You go to Investopedia and you will learn a lot about this particular topic and subject and so on. And one of the things that you will come across there is what a smart contract is. And it gives you a very nice definition on that particular place. So now today, I want now to discuss about a specific smart contract called Forsage, and more specifically, that runs on the Binance coin, all right? And it is the world's 100% decentralized smart contract. The world's 100% decentralized smart contract. Now, the only thing that I need to re-emphasize again is that it is decentralized. Now, what is decentralized? I need to re-emphasize again. Decentralization means that there is no intermediary between you and the smart contract, for that matter. So you interact with the smart contract directly, and there are no in between. There is no one in between. There are no middle people between you and the service that you are accessing when it is a decentralized project. So that's why we say here that the creator, all right, the creators do not control your crypto. No administrators needed to run it. It is not affected by management because, in fact, there is no management. In fact, what I need to emphasize here is that this particular smart contract is not a company. So you should not even be asking who is the company. In fact, the only thing we know is the author, the one who wrote it, all right? There is a name to it of who wrote it, but that is it. He wrote it and that is it. He is irrelevant with respect to the project because the project now is on the blockchain and you can access it from anywhere in the world without reference to him. And even if today he decides that he doesn't like it, he cannot remove it, all right? He cannot remove it. The person who created Bitcoin today cannot stop Bitcoin, all right? It is self-perpetuating technology. that doesn't require the person who created it to continue to work. All right, that is how the cryptocurrency world works. So not affected by management. You cannot lose your funds. Your funds are in your own control. As long as you have your security keys to yourself, provided you do not share your keys with any other person, you are in full control of your wallet, as it were. The payment is instant payout that you get directly through the blockchain, unlimited income, and the whole thing is completely transparent. You can know and see exactly how it works. Now, this is, of course, as opposed to a centralized project. All right. And so let me now describe how Forsage smart contract works. Now, Forsage smart contract has 4 components. This Binance Forsage smart contract on Binance has 4 components that control it. And these 4 components are Forsage X3, Forsage X4, and Forsage XXX, and Forsage X Gold. Now, I need to now describe in detail how each one of these work. And I will begin with Forsage X3 to describe basically the outlay on how it looks like. So you can look at each one of these components as a building that has rooms, all right? And so Forsage X3 has 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 12 rooms, all right? Up to 12 rooms. You can see those rooms there. 1, 2, 3, up to 12 rooms. Now, the other thing that you can look at, you can understand here, is that each room has a price attached to it, 0.025 Binance. Now, according to the Kenya shilling today, this is about 1,000 Kenya shillings. This one here is about 1,000 Kenya shilling. Now, the next room is twice the price of the previous one. So it is, say, 2,000 Kenya shilling. And the following one is twice this second one. So it is, for example, this third one here is 4,000 Kenya shilling. And then the next one is 4 times 2, that's 8,000. So it keeps on doubling in price every successive room, for that matter, all right? Every successive room is twice the price of the previous one. Now, the same thing applies to Forsage X4. It is the pricing is exactly the same. It doubles every successive room, and it also has 12 rooms. Now, Forsage XXX has 12 rooms, but the prices are slightly different, and they also change. Every successive room is kind of twice the previous one. Now, the third one, the last one here, Forsage X Gold, has 15 rooms and also increases in value every successive slot. Now, before I go to the details of each one of them, I want to mention in general, how do you make money with this program? So the first one here, you earn X3, Forsage X3. Initially, you probably may need to refer someone. So when you refer a friend, you meet a friend, you tell them, hey, there is a smart contract that runs on Binance, and you can make money in this way. And if they like it and they join, guess what? You make money. All right. But if you don't want to talk to anyone, you just want to invest and make money, you invest on the other 3 programs. That is Forsage X4, Forsage XXX, and Forsage X Gold. That one, you just invest your money and you make money even if you don't refer anyone. So now let me go into the details now of how that exactly works. So let me begin with Forsage X3. All right. So Forsage X3 works with a set of 3 referrals. All right. When you refer 3, it resets and begins afresh. Every time you refer 3, it resets and begins afresh. So let me talk about these 3 referrals that you make. When you refer the first one, guess what? You earn 100% of what that person spends to own that position. Now, let's begin about how much it was. How much was it to own the first slot? 1,000 Kenya shilling only. 1,000 Kenya shilling. So when you refer someone who owns this particular slot, guess what? You earn your 1,000 back. So your risk is only to the extent of you being able to refer one person, not to one person. All your money is back. How great can that be? Remember, again, this is a smart contract. There is no company behind it. It is a program, a software that runs on the blockchain, and you are in full control of how it works. Now, what about the second referral that you make? When you make the second referral, guess what? Again, you earn 100%. Now, given that the second position is twice the price of this first one, now you have the money that you can buy the second position, all right? The second room, as it were. But before I go there, what happens when you bring in a third person? So when you refer a third person, you do not earn that money into your pocket. That money helps you to reset. It gives you a re-entry into the same program again, so that you earn on your 4th and your 5th. Your 6th again becomes a reset. So you don't earn on the 6th one, so that now you earn on the 7th referral, the 8th referral, and the 9th becomes a reset. So for every 3 referrals, you earn 2, and the last one is for your reset. So who takes this money? Since there is no company behind for this smart contract, who takes that money? That money goes to the ecosystem. Now, what is the ecosystem? The ecosystem is any other person who owns a position like yours. That could be the person who referred you or any other person. Now, that is interesting. So you recycle over and over again, and you earn money over and over and over as new people are coming in, and as you are referring more people, you are earning 100% for every 2 referrals, and the third one goes to the ecosystem, and so on. So that also means that any one of these 3 people, or whatever number of these people that you refer, when they also go out and refer other people, every 3rd referral they make, the money will come most likely to you, because now you are part of the ecosystem. All right? Because now you are part of the ecosystem. So you can earn up to infinite levels. What do I mean? If you refer someone who refers someone who refers someone who refers someone who brings in, say, 1,000 people, guess what? For each one of those 1,000 people, for every 3rd of those 1,000 people will come up, and most likely will finally reach where you are, and you earn. So you can earn for infinite levels from even people you do not refer. That is why we said, or I said, that on X3, you initially need to refer. But after you have referred 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people, it will work by itself. You don't even need to refer anymore, because now these same people will bring other people who will bring other people who can pay you even when you are sleeping. All right. Now, the last one that I just want to mention before I go to X4 is, why then would you want to buy slot number 2 and slot number 3 and room number up to number 12? There are 2 reasons. All right. The first reason is that since this second position is twice the price of the previous one. It therefore means that for every referral you make here, you are also going to earn twice as much. That is not bad. Number two, the same people who you referred in the first position, when they also come to own this second position, guess who they will be paying? They will be paying you. So it repeats itself over and over again with no extra effort more than what you had done in the first case when you did the first position. So that continues to pay you up over and over and over and over again. So the last, the second one now, X4, is much simpler. Now that you have understood the general understanding of how we make money in this particular project, X4 is much simpler. Now, the one that I've just described, X3, works with 3 referrals. Now, X4 works with 6 referrals. Probably you are getting shocked and you are saying, I thought you told me that you don't even need to refer. Now you are telling me that it works with 6 referrals. So just keep cool. I will explain why you don't even need to refer, all right? So just bear with me. So let's talk about these 6. Now, these 6 are arranged in 2 rows. 2 on the first row, these 2, and then 4 on the second row. This one, this one, this one, and this one. And what happens is that you earn on the ones that I have colored in the golden color. This one, and this one, and this one. These 3 on the second row. You earn 3 of the second row. That's how much? That's 300% of your investment. All right? You earn 300% of your investment for every set of 6 in X4. But you do not take home the money on the first row, this one, and this one, and this one, those 3. So the first 2 and the last one, you don't take home. Where does that money go? It goes to the ecosystem. Who is the ecosystem? Anyone who owns a position like this. That could be an investor, that could be you, that could be me, that could be anyone. All right? So that is why we say that an investor who just invests in X4 can still earn even when they do not refer anyone, even when they do not refer anyone, because there are these referrals that are being shared within the community of the owners of these particular positions on X4, all right? So it's communally shared within the community. Now, these arrows here need not go up. They can go across, they can go down, they can go anywhere within the ecosystem, all right? And that happens for the first slot or the first room and the second room and the third room all the way to the last room. Now, the other 2 that I want to describe are much simpler. You don't even need they are much simpler to understand. Triple X has even more money. You actually earn as much as 680% for one cycle of 14 referrals. Again, communally shared. You don't even need to refer. You only need to own these positions and you will make money. Now, these 14 are arranged in 1, 2, 3 rows. 2 in the first row, 4 in the second, and 8 in the third row. And you earn 30% for each one of those in the second row and 70% on the one on the third row. And so that's why the total earning comes to 680%. Now, X Gold is even simpler, but has a larger matrix. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, and a number of referrals that fall on this is 30. Okay, again, don't worry about the 30. In fact, you might get filled within even an hour or even a day and so on. And I'll tell you why we are so excited about this particular program. So 2 in the first row, 4 in the second row, 8 in the third row, and 16 in the fourth row. And you earn 20% on the second row for each one of the second row, and 30% for each one of the on the third row, and 50% on each one of the that fall on the fourth row. Okay, so you earn a total of 1,120% on X gold. Now that is a huge amount of money. All right, and so that's basically how this particular program works. Now, what I want to describe right now is how can you get started with this program? How do you get started? One of the things that you need to that you can do is to buy the whole program, but it could be a bit expensive, so you can buy it in bits. In fact, the very reason why they were arranged in rooms, why they were subdivided into small rooms, is to help you to scale into it. And then the other thing that I need to mention is that this particular program on Forsage Binance, the one that we are focused on right now in the next 1 to 2 weeks, is yet to be launched. All right, and it will be launched to all the members of Forsage community, the 1 million members. And why we are so excited is because these 1 million members will come in almost at the same time, and we will all benefit from the huge activity that will happen on this Forsage community. Now, they are going to launch the first 2 programs first, X3 and X4. The other 2 will be launched much later. All right, so we need to how to get started is to prepare to get started with X3 and X4. And this is how we propose that you get started. You can start with 10 slots in both X3 and X4. Now, that will cost you approximately 25.575 Binance coin. In Kenya shilling, is approximately 1.5 million Kenya shillings, according to the price today. But it's going up rapidly. So we are telling people right now, please buy this Binance coin and keep it in your wallet. In fact, those of us who managed to buy 2 days ago are already lucky, in the sense that you have already started making more money by the amount of money you have made, because the coin has gone up in value even before we launch this program. Now, when we launch the program, you will make incredible money. All right. So right now, what you need to do, even as I finish this, even for your own good, buy Binance coins right now. All right, and have it in your wallet, ready for the launch of this particular program, which is launching in a few days to come. Now, or you can start with 8 slots. All right, both in X3 and X4, that will be approximately 12.75 Binance coin, BNB, and that is somewhere around 650 or thereabout. This price on Kenya shilling keeps on changing as the prices are going up. So you need to watch out on that. Or you can start with 6 slots, which will be only 3.15 Binance, and that's approximately 150,000 or thereabout, maybe around 160 right now. The last one, the last recommended that we are giving is you can start with 5 slots on X3 and X5. Sorry, X3 and X4, and that is about approximately 1.55 BNB, approximately maybe around 80,000 right now, 80 or thereabout, because since I made this particular number, the prices seem to have gone up slightly. But whatever amount you have, again, I want to repeat, but whatever amount you have, please get back to the person who referred you to this particular seminar, and they will help you to see the options that are available. Of course, the higher number of slots that you can get, the better, because you benefit from earning more quickly. All right, earning more quickly. So that is what I needed to share with you. Now, for you to kind of understand what we are talking about, I can show you the results that I have been able to achieve in this particular project of Forsage smart contract, but on Ethereum platform, which is still running and we are still doing. And but we want to capitalize on this new project that is going to be launched in a few days from now, and so you will be able to benefit from this. So let me try and get this one. I just want to show you this, where I have been, and then I can be able to bring this to a close. All right. So let me share this. All right. So if you can see this screen of mine, kindly type in 222 on the chat. Then I can know that you are seeing this. So I started with 2 Ethereums. Oh, thank you so much, Florence. I started with two Ethereums, and currently I have 26.9 Ethereums. All right. And again, I've also benefited in the value going up, and that is an incredible growth in the number of Ethereums that I have. Actually, imagine starting with 2, and that is only 4 months ago. That was on December 9th when I actually came to know about Forsage, when I became part of the Forsage community, and I grew my Ethereum coins from only 2 to now 26.9 Ethereums. Now I am worth almost close to 5.8 million Kenya shillings. 5.8 million Kenya shillings. Now that's incredible. I've only referred 6 people, and actually you can see the full program here. You can see how much I have earned in terms of let me just do this from Forsage X3. I have earned Forsage X3. I have earned $23,000. Forsage X4 I've earned $15,000. Forsage X Gold I've earned $18,000. So that's what you can actually see there. And this is exactly how the program works. Every 3 it resets. Every 3 it resets, and so on. X4, every set of 6 it resets, and so on and so forth. And then this is X Gold. By the way, this one here I cycled in only 3 days. And you can see here, the white ones here are people I do not know. They come from the international community. I've only referred 6 people. And you can see this one has cotton field with more than 30. Where did I get the 30? And yet I have only 6 people. Again, that comes from the international community, and so on and so forth. So that is how powerful this particular program is. I know I've taken a lot of time. Let me now come towards the close here. I want to go back to where I was. So how do you exactly get started? All right. The first thing that you need to do is to open a Binance wallet, a BNB wallet, Binance Smart Chain, Binance Smart Chain wallet. And how do you do that? You download this application here called Token Pocket or Trust Wallet, but we recommend Token Pocket. It has better security features than the Trust Wallet one. If you are using a laptop, you will need MetaMask. If you are using a laptop, you use MetaMask. And then you create Binance Smart Coin wallet. Then buy the BNB. And there are many places you can buy the BNB. We recommend you can go to Binance.com and actually buy your BNB there. And again, if you need guidance on how to be able to do that, the person who referred you here will help you to get started on that. So that's also very important to note. So I want to bring it to a close in that way. And I want to say that we are so excited about this particular project. Tomorrow, we will be having another presentation like this and followed by a member training session. And we will talk about very critical things. First of all, we will talk about this Binance project. What is this Binance project all about, and why do we need to look at it? I mean, what is happening in this particular space in the cryptocurrency? You don't want to miss that. And then we will talk about other things that that also inform the business that we are doing, and you don't want to miss what will be happening tomorrow. So thank you very much, everyone who is here. We want to say thank you, welcome. The last thing that I want to mention to the guests who are here, if you are here and you are a guest, if you liked what you have seen, kindly get back to the person who referred you here, and they will give you further guidance. If you are a B and you just tell them that you are an A, that means you are ready to get started. Or tell them you are a B, meaning that you still have probably 1 or 2 questions that need to be cleared before you, as you get started, and we are ready to do that. Again, if you are a C, again, we say thank you very much for having been with us up to now. God bless you. We will probably interact in other fora other than this. So thank you so much. God bless you. God bless everyone. Have a great evening.